morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. It is Wednesday, y'all.
Woo! Whoop,
Yes,
whoop.
exactly. Midway through the week, October 20th. There's a tie-in to why we're wearing orange in just a little bit, but think about October the 20th. No, it's not fall color, but it has a lot to do with that. So we'll be talking about that, but first, let's introduce the crew. I'm Tracy McCain here with Megan Malaris and our Christian Morgan.
Hello.
Yeah, we're excited. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and we literally have a hump looking at our 7-day forecast. Christian, gets warmer today and then whoop, down the roller coaster by the weekend.
Yeah, we're kind of cresting the hill right now, right? And then it's back down we go. I thought this was pretty substantial to note here too. The last several mornings, actually every morning since our cold front came by on Saturday, have been in the 40s. 43 Sunday morning, 42 Monday morning, 42 yesterday, and we're in the 40s again this morning. So why is that significant? Well, the last time we had 3 consecutive mornings in the 40s was back in early May. So it's been quite a while, which means this fall cold front really has meant business. You know, cool in the mornings, nice in the afternoons. Live look over downtown Greensboro right now. Of course, it is chilly, sitting at 46. Temperature coming in, of course, out from PTI at the airport there, 46 in Winston-Salem, 44 down in Asheboro, 42 in Lexington. There's even 40s down in South Carolina and Georgia as well. Big deal fall cold front, though, another one on the way back out over the Rockies now. Of course, you would expect it to be a little cooler there, 28 in Denver, 32 in Rapid City, South Dakota. There's also something else going on in Rapid City, South Dakota. It's dry here in the eastern half of the country, but if you're looking for snow, South Dakota has plenty of it right now, so that's where you can go. It'll be a while before we get any chances at that here in the Piedmont. High pressure in control of our weather now. It'll keep us dry, it'll keep us sunny, but it is moving offshore a little bit, and as it does that, we get in on the return flow, or on the back side of this high pressure system, which means our winds start to change direction. They'll come out of the south. It's a warmer wind direction. It'll also bring in a little extra humidity with it as well, but nothing crazy. Meanwhile, watching this cold front back out to the west, that approaches late on Thursday evening, and then heading into Friday, it will cross the Piedmont. But again, like last weekend, this fall cold front is not going to have a lot of moisture with it. So I don't see a whole lot in the way of rainfall. And in fact, over the next 7 days, I really don't see that much in the way of rainfall. Generally, less than about ½ of an inch is what I see over the next 7 days through next Wednesday. But then our weather pattern does start to get a little more active, and we'll have better chances at rain heading into late next week. For the plan today, it's cool this morning, light jacket, maybe a sweater out the door. You can forget about that this afternoon, though. It's all sunshine all the time. 77 for that afternoon high today. And if you missed it last night, the full hunter's moon can still be seen the next couple nights under clear skies. It actually peaks at its fullest this morning just before 11 a.m. Now, of course, the sun will be big and bright then, so you won't be able to see it, but it will still look full tonight and for the next couple nights if you want to take a peek at that. Some really great pictures that I've seen coming in from that as well. Today, tomorrow, the warmest of the next 7. Like I said, we're cresting that hill, right? 77 today, 77 tomorrow, but low shower chance on Friday as the front rolls through with highs in the low and mid 70s. The weekend is fantastic. Dry both days, low 70s on Saturday and Sunday. And then we stay in the low 70s heading into next week. We will start to add in just some minimal chances for rain early next week.
All right, our first talker is about what so many of you can relate to on a daily basis, how much it's costing you these days to fill up your car. So have you noticed the high gas prices at the pump? They're hard to miss. Prices are at a 7-year high right now.
So that brings us to our first question this morning. Are you changing your driving or gas buying habits? How much is gas in your neighborhood, or where have you been able to find the best savings on gas? Let us know in the comments section. So we'll back up a little bit here and go over some of the reasons that some experts at GasBuddy.com are saying we are experiencing a price hike right now. Oil production, they say, has not caught up since companies made layoffs during stay-at-home orders. OPEC has not ordered full production to pre-pandemic levels until 2022, and higher costs for natural gas overseas has more countries buying oil right now, and that's affecting us here at home. So we asked you on Facebook and right here in our comment section to weigh in. So Shannon said, yep, it hurts. Thank God I can work from home, or it would really hurt. Yeah. Johnny said, I definitely have changed my driving habits. Once home from work, I commute from Winston-Salem to Charlotte. Wow. Oof. Amy said, I don't like the rising prices. I have an SUV, so a good sized tank. When I filled up last week, it was about $64, and that's using regular unleaded.
Yeah, we heard from this viewer who said, yes, I drive a lot less to the store and back. Another said cutting back on errands as well as price searching for gasoline on a fixed income have to set priorities. And Lydia said, love my Costco membership, best gas prices. Yeah, we've heard from several viewers who are saying their memberships at certain retailers like Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, for example, the fuel rewards programs too at grocery stores are really helpful. They add up each time. We try to be conscious of this. You know, I've definitely noticed that it costs more to fill up our SUVs. And so, you know, if I desperately need gas, which I try not to let the tank get below a quarter anyway, I will fill up a little bit at the gas station nearest me and then drive somewhere else later on to fill up the rest of my tank to save money.
Yeah, I was telling Megan and Christian earlier that when I was 16 and filling up a car for the first time, I could fill up on $10 flat, maybe 15 if I decided to go super unleaded. Right? But it was like $1 and a penny at the time, or $1.05. And you know, over the years, obviously, you see gas prices fluctuate. In 2006, 2007, or 8, it was really bad when gas prices were over $4 in the South and over $5 in California or Chicago or New York. So, you know, no one likes to see gas prices rise because then it affects other things. Like, you know, whatever little fun you have, like me, and your travel and trips to the mountains, Christian, you know, things start to get to be impacted.
Yeah, you know, fuel's more expensive on the top of the mountain. It costs more to get it up there, right? Use more fuel to carry the fuel up the mountain. It's a double-edged sword. I remember when I started driving, gas was still $1, you know, and some change at that point, and I could fill my truck up, I think, for like 25, 30 bucks. And now at the pump, it costs me like 55 or 60, which is crazy. And it's also, it's kind of deflating when you fill up somewhere. Like I try not, like Megan said, I try not to let it go all the way to empty. But the other day, I had like 3 miles till empty. I'd been on the go all weekend, and I had to get gas. So I pulled in the closest station I saw, and then I went down the road, and it was like 10, 15 cents cheaper. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It is what it is at this point.
I heard from Alicia on my page. She said this stings a little when you have 2 teenage drivers who need to get in their 60 hours of drive time. And she put a crying emoji.
Yeah. I can imagine. I might be going through that in a few decades.
Drive the lawnmower.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So on the feed right now, we're hearing from some of you. We heard from Jose Moreno, who said Sam's Club or Costco for the cheapest prices. Carl said cheaper prices at Murphy's on South Elm Eugene Street. We did hear from Cherie, who said regardless of the price, she is going to stay with Shell gas. She said that it just means she's going to drive a little less.
Yeah, several viewers also mentioning the fuel rewards programs at various gas stations. Even if you can save like 10, even 5 cents a gallon, every time that adds up to maybe $100 or so a year, depending on how often you refuel. Also, a couple of people wrote about premium gas. That's really gonna hurt right now.
Oh, the worst thing is when you actually pick up the wrong nozzle and then realize that you've filled your vehicle up with premium, and you're like, great, it's premium gas, but oh my gosh, look at the price.
Right.
Wow. That's never happened to me.
Yeah, well, we verified.
But it can happen.
It can.
Yeah.
And we verified before that you can upgrade the gas in your car. Like if the station's out of regular, you can put premium in your regular car, but not vice versa. So like if you don't want to pay for premium, but your car takes premium, you can't just put regular unleaded in it. It's going to ruin your engine eventually, and then your car's not going to run right.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
All right,
you're stuck. A lot of the German cars or the high-end sports cars require that premium fuel, and boy, you better use it too.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, we have a lot to talk about with gas prices right now. So, you know, until then, let's just move on to our morning headlines.
All right, let's get to those morning headlines now. Masks will still be required for Guilford County students, teachers, and staff. Last night, the school board voted to extend the mask mandate for at least another month. There's a new state law that requires school boards to revisit their mask policies every month. Local governments are putting new COVID testing plans in place for unvaccinated workers. Mandatory testing for all unvaccinated Greensboro City employees starts November 1st. It's the latest triad government to make the move, following similar announcements from both the city of Winston-Salem and Guilford County. No mandatory testing over in High Point. There is no mandatory testing. Instead, the city is offering $250 to employees who get vaccinated before November 30th.
Well, today the FDA and the CDC will discuss COVID vaccine booster shots. The FDA could approve mixing the vaccines for the extra dose. The CDC is also expected to discuss boosters for Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. If the FDA and CDC agree, everyone who got the J&J will be eligible for another shot 2 months after the first one. Those with Moderna could get a half-dose booster shot 6 months after their second dose. Well, the city of Greensboro is giving you options to safely celebrate Halloween this year. Here's WFMY's Denise McMiller with a list of events.
Make no bones, Halloween season is here in Greensboro, but safety is top of mind. The city's largest event, their Scare-Free Halloween Festival, is happening as a drive-through event this year on South Davie Street, here near LeBauer Park. Now get your costumes ready because there are several other events happening locally. Highlighted on your screen are the Fall Dance for folks with disabilities at Barber Park Tuesday, Trunk or Treat for all the kiddos at Windsor Rec Center, and for the pet parents, there's the Halloween Costume Party for the four-legged friends at Country Park. Now experts say it's safe for families to get out this Halloween season.
We've learned enough about viruses hanging out on surfaces and things like candy and such. If you are worried about that, you can just let your candy sit for 24 hours.
Now masks are required at all indoor events and distancing is encouraged at outdoor gatherings. Now there are lots of virtual events as well happening for those who aren't ready to get out. Right now, there's actually a virtual costume contest going on. You can also learn how to make your own DIY Halloween treats and crafts. We'll have a list of all the events on our website at WFMYnews2.com.
All right, for our next talker, you might be wondering why all of us are wearing orange in some way today. Your beautiful dress, Christian's tie, my necklace. Well, there's a symbolism in this, and it has a great meaning.
Yeah, it is Unity Day today, October 20th. It is a day where everyone should wear orange or share something with orange in it. It's about promoting kindness and inclusion and taking a stand against bullying. So it is Unity Day. We want to make sure that you know about it. So if you have an opportunity to wear orange or share orange on your Facebook feeds or your timelines, then please do so to take a stand against bullying. And we know that so many children are, facing this every day, whether it's online or now in person, because, kids are back in school, and you just feel for these kids who sometimes don't feel like they have anyone to turn to. So if we can all kind of stand together, then maybe we can make a difference.
It's a really tall order to stop bullying because with the ever-evolving technology, we know a lot of the bullying that's happening is happening not in person, it's not physical, it's online, it's behind a computer screen. Sometimes you don't even know who the perpetrator is, who's doing the bullying. So it has been more difficult for schools especially to get a handle on this, even though we know they are trying. They've done major initiatives in the past several years to try to stop this. But I think a lot of preventing bullying comes with the child themselves and how their parents are raising them to be and communicating with the children, saying, it's not cool to be a bully to someone else. It is cool to be inclusive. It's cool to sit by the kid who maybe doesn't have a lot of friends at school. It's cool to invite the entire class to the birthday party instead of just a few people. It's just cool to be nice, Christian.
It is, and I think you mentioned it, it's not so much bullying, it's not so much beating up on somebody or having some kind of physical aspect to it. It's about what you say and how you include people and just walking in, whether it's to class or daycare or whatever it is one day, and just saying something nice to somebody. You never know how that can make their day or how that can impact them.
And with that, unity also means, inclusion, acceptance, but it also could mean just doing something that is as simple as smiling and showing people that, you care about them, or that they can rely on you, or even just, you know, saying, hey, I'm in a good mood, so let's smile at each other, and like hopefully that spreads kindness to the next person.
You never know how a smile or even just a simple hello can really change someone's day. I mean, we've heard stories over the years from even suicide survivors who recall moments of kindness, simple moments of kindness that really change their outlook and save their lives. And so we need to remember that you're right, Tracy, kindness does not have to be this big elaborate thing. Sometimes it's just the simple things each and every day. And just this presence about you, that's happy. That makes a difference.
You know, I've been places, or even here, you know, even here at work, and somebody came by and said, hey, Christian, what's up? And I was like, oh, that person said hello to me today. That was really nice. You know, and like you said, you never know how much that can mean to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. And it can make a difference. Yeah. All right, a lot of people are talking about Unity Day. Some people didn't know about it, and I admit I wasn't up on it completely. I knew that October is a National Bullying Awareness Month, but I didn't know about the specific day until someone emailed me, Michelle Russell. She works at the Guilford County School bus yard, and she said, hey, will you wear orange and support this movement about unity? I was like, yeah, I can see if the crew will do that on the 20th, and you guys came through. We certainly appreciate that, but she's the one who educated me on that and sent me the links, and you know, I did the research before we just decided to like, hey, we have to make sure that this is a viable thing, and it is and was, and so here we are moving forward. But you on our feed are talking about it. Kim Smith said, yay for unity. God knows we need to be united in this world today. Bobby Odom said he despises bullies. And Jessica Richards says it starts at home. Parents need to do better. So Leonard also shared a story. He said, I got bullied and I'm better today for it. Never try to hurt myself or hurt others because of it. And you know, Leonard, thank you so much for sharing that, because you know, sometimes kids don't realize or see that there's another side of this, and eventually they'll grow up and won't have to deal with those, you know, annoying folks in their lives anymore. They'll be better because of it. And so this is a great example of that. You know, you overcame, pushed through, and you say it made you better. So that's awesome.
Yeah, Carl said it's crazy we need a day to practice doing the right thing, but you know, there is a justifiable reason to raise awareness about this. And you might ask, so why the color orange? Well, it was interesting, as we explained earlier on the Good Morning Show, the organization behind this movement said that orange symbolizes a sense of safety. Oftentimes you see those orange road signs indicating caution, or, you know, the orange cones. And so they hope that if everyone wears orange, it's going to help children, especially at school, feel this sense of, you know, safety and protection today. So that's the reason behind the color. However you want to wear it today in some way, I'm sure your efforts are appreciated.
Yeah, and before we head to weather, another story from Walter, who said he was that kid who got bullied all through school, and he made it through. So, you know, I like looking at the bright side of things. And this is definitely a good way to do that. See, there's that infectious smile. Everybody's smiling. See how that works, Christian?
Okay.
All right, we're also smiling about the forecast. That is certainly something to bring joy today, with sunshine this afternoon.
It is. You know, we're kind of getting over this little speed bump that we talked about earlier. It is hump day after all, right? Today and tomorrow will be our warmest days of the next 7. On our way to 77 for today and for tomorrow. Friday, there's a little twist and turn in the forecast as a cold front comes through. There's not a lot of moisture with it, not a lot of rain involved, but there will be at least the chance of a shower or two. That'll be about it. Weekend looking great. Cool in the morning, nice in the afternoon. You know the story now. Low 70s for Saturday and Sunday. We'll stay in the low 70s next week, and we'll start to add in low chances for rain Monday and Tuesday. But looking a little further down the road, I do see the weather pattern getting a little more active, so some better chances for rain probably by the middle and end of next week.
All right, so enjoy today and tomorrow, because they're literally copycat days. The weekend, you're right, looks amazing.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us on After GMS. We'll have another great day planned for you tomorrow when you join us right here at 7:45 on the News 2 Facebook page.
Get out there and get to it. Make it a wonderful day.
See you.